would now like to invite all spectators who are able to please do so for the national anthems of Tanzania, Rwanda, Malawi, and Nigeria, respectively. back to the 5 teams playing the last period of the game.
Tanzania versus Rwanda. Tanzania won the toss, set to bat. Malawi versus Nigeria. Malawi won the toss, opted to bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, the ICC would like to remain that racism, homophobic, or other abusive conduct and language will not be tolerated and shall result in ejection from the venue and the imposition of the section, including possible criminal prosecution. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to match day number 5 of the International Cricket Council Under-19 Women's 2020 World Cup Africa Qualifier. This is a virtual quarter-final. It is the unbeaten sides in the group. Tanzania up against Rwanda. Tanzania winning the toss here and electing to bat. But first things first, please take us through the playing 11 of Rwanda.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Florence here, the most loved player of Botswana by our innocent here. The lineup today doesn't seem to have changed at all. We still have Giselle as the captain, then Maviel and Belisa, our fast bowler that Rwanda has. Then we have Jeanette and Henriette, Giovannis. We also have Cynthia, Divine, another Henriette, but this time it's Ishimwe. Then we have Rosine Irera. I kind of like her name. And then lastly we have Mary.
And yes, we already set for the first ball. It is Belis Morakatete.
I wonder what the game plan for Tanzania is. I mean, they have seen Rwanda play and they know just how fast Belis is.
Belis, of course, will not be taking no prisoners.
Umpires giving a signal to the scorers there, and it is game set to begin.
Belis in her full flow there. A little warm-up there, routine for her. Umpires standing in from the university end. You can see Mr. Patrick Makumbi Musoke from Uganda, and a square leg is the local boy, Sanjay Bagava. Ball 1, it meets the face of the bat. The fielding is up to 8. I tell you, it is Bakari and Selasini opening the batting. Bakari giving a full face to that one. Sharifa Idi Bakari showing that she's up to the challenge of anything picked up in her zone. She opens the batting with Selasini, Martha Kalisti.
And that was a clean shot. I would have thought that it would have punched through the gap. Tanzania very eager to put the runs on the board. Let's hope that it all goes well for both the teams today.
The tactics are clear. You very well know that whoever wins this match will top the group and will play Namibia, who are in second place. And whoever loses this one will play the top leaders in the other group, Uganda. I don't know who the two sides fancy to face, but there's no place to hide. To win this trophy and take the lone place to the final, you've got to beat the best because you want to be the best.
I'm very intrigued by Belis's follow through after her delivery. Going just right in front of the batter to meet her a little bit. Could that be a little bit of intimidation right there? I wonder if the batsman is intimidated by that.
Was that a chance for a catch? The celebration from the bowler looked like was on. It's Bakari facing Sharifa Idi Bakari. You look at the Tanzanian lineup and you see that every batter has got 3 names. Every player in the squad, they have a Christian name, an Islamic name, and the botanical name.
And the names are very hard to...
They're running again. They want to run fat for a single. There's a chance for a run out. And yes, she's clean. Run out bullseye from the Rwandans. It's wicket number 1 here at the BCA Main Oval. They had the Tanzanians in a strife. The dance is on from the Rwandans in the middle.
It is the strong against each other, so the celebration really will be high. You can see just that miscommunication for Tanzania costing them Sharifa. It's really sad to see this from Tanzania just in the opening over. They really lost a crucial player here. A beautiful direct hit from Henriette Ishimwe, who took the man of the match against Malawi.
Henriette Ishimwe, this elderly stateswoman in this Rwandan side, rising to the fore with a direct hit that did find Martha Kalista Selasini short.
You know, that was a beautiful one bounce straight to the stumps, and I thought it was actually gonna miss. The bounce was really powerful there, but it just happened to clip the top of the bales and causing the biggest celebration that Rwanda has ever had so far in this tournament.
First runs given by Belis Murakatete wide. Score is now from 0 to 1 to 1 for 1. Tanzania will be happy that the scoreboard is ticking.
They have to be careful with those risky runs there. Not letting the pressure get to them. It's definitely going to be a tough fight. But they seem to be quite relaxed about it. A nip to the back of the keeper, going fast enough for third man to miss. I mean, Belisa is a fast bowler, so a nick to her ball will definitely send it to the boundary. And that brings the end of the first over. Although they lost a wicket, they did manage to get 6 runs on the board. 5 runs, sorry about that.
5 for 1.
That was a wide and they took a 1. That was a boundary, and then she pulled a wide and they took a 1. I think this one is a little behind. Ask him.
Is the score 6 or 5?
I posted.
Florence, you were right there. 6 for 1 after over number 1. If they keep picking up a wicket every over, we will be done and dusted in 10 overs, but that's not what we want. We want a full game of cricket. It's a half day for everybody here. It's the business end of the tournament. It is everything to play for because this is a virtual quarterfinal, and many of the neutrals across the globe watching from everywhere in the world believe that this is a preview of the final. This is a curtain raiser to the final. Everybody believes these two teams are the best teams in the tournament, and we will see them play in the final on Monday afternoon.
I do agree with you there. I also want to see a full 20 over match between these two. They are the strong contenders here. So it's very, very interesting to see who's going to take it today.
Powerfully met with the full face of the bat. She's here to mean business. Selasini
very bad ball for Uwase to start with, and it was directly punished. But what a great comeback she did! Nick to the middle stump. That sends one more batter for Tanzania to the lopper to greet another one of her teammates by the middle there. Beautiful celebration from Rwanda. I mean, they are on fire. They look like they're on top of the game. And if it does go as you say, losing a wicket per over, we'll be done and dusted by 10.
Wicket timed right there. It's happening here. The wickets are tumbling in quick fashion. They're going back to the heart in succession. That long walk back to the heart will hurt Tanzania because she looked like she was in good stride, getting one to the boundary fence. And well, 2 down. Score is 12 for 2.
I have to say, that bad ball that she started with, followed by a brilliant ball delivery. I'm very, very, very happy with that delivery.
Yeah, she was punished for one that was straying onto the pads. Then she found her mojo with a straight ball. Giovannissi Uwase striking right there. Early morning here, and ones are flowing, but the wickets are tumbling too.
Definitely. It is up to Saumu to stay in the middle there so that Tanzania doesn't put themselves under a lot of pressure.
Make that 11 runs on board. Giovannissi Uwase giving up this free runs there.
Tanzania have to be careful. They have to keep the wickets in hand here. 20 overs is a lot. They still have 18 to go. So they have to change their game plan.
Another wide there to Sawumu. Dewo Hussein. Uwase struggling with her lines.
We definitely need that second delivery back because it is not looking good for Rwanda. You can even see Giselle going to her, giving her a little bit of encouragement not to worry and just take it a ball at a time. You know, these wides that Giovannis has been bowling are definitely giving Tanzania a chance to breathe and to come back from that shock of loss of 2 wickets before the first power play has ended.
Another one down to third man. Tell you, Henrietta Ishimbi. Henrietta Ishimbi right there cleaning up from third man boundary.
You know, Rwanda's game plan is really, really interesting. You can see that they haven't even changed the fielding tactic.
More wides, more extras there being given away by a struggling Uwase Giovannissi. What we saw that she can do is the balls in the middle are picking wickets, but the extras in the over are quite many. 4 extras already in the over.
Rwanda has to be careful with these extras. Tanzania is no less of a friend here. beautiful bounce, and they managed to squeeze in a single. That was a better delivery from Uwase here.
It's the end of the over finally, a long over there and a fruitful over for Tanzania. They lost a wicket, but they scored runs in it. There were only 6 runs in the first over, but now 16 for 2 after 2 overs. Moving at 8 to the over, an over in which they got 10 runs.
And Rwanda has to be careful with these extras. I mean, they did take 2 wickets, but now the run rate is really, really high.
If you remove the extras in this match, the score would have been a little more exciting for the Rwandan dugout. But you see their coaches, the assistant coach, Mr. Bryson Bijingo, there having his voice out to send instructions for every delivery. But Belize Murakatete is a senior stateswoman in this squad. She knows better. That is brushing off the hips of the batter, Kibwana. Rahima Yaya Kibwana on strike. She has got work to do. Hit powerfully. It's in the air. Heavy ball right onto Kibwana. The catch is taken. Easy catch taken right there by Divine Igihozo. Divine Igihozo strikes with a beautiful easy catch right to her throat. She was never gonna miss this one. The ball was heavy from Belize Murakatete. She's bowling some lively pace here, and she's picking wickets because it looked like it was there for the hitting, but not getting enough meat on it. 3 wickets down, just into the 3rd over. I was predicting a wicket every over, and I blame myself for the commentator's curse.
You're definitely right. The power in the word of mouth is definitely something we all know, and it looks like it's happening just as you said. That delivery by Belize was a little bit faster, even though it was a short ball, denying the Tanzanian batter a chance to get a boundary.
16 for 3, a wicket up front in the 3rd over, just on the 2nd ball. Another 4 deliveries left in the over. There is a new batter. Sylvester comes into bat. Adolfina Jeremiah. She sings widely. Those will be wides. The dugout of Tanzania and Rwanda believe that if there are no
Tanzania is now under a lot of pressure by the loss of the first 3 wickets. It's definitely going to be tougher for them to make a comeback.
That's a good ball. That will face the face of the bat, full face on it, guided all the way to point region. Because she's got pace, anything that strays away and is made by the bat is easily hit for 4.
You're definitely right about that. The faster the delivery is, the faster it is to go to the boundary. And I tell you, even a chase by the fielders won't even catch it.
Like they say, the faster you come, the faster you go. By the time the 2 teams do come from the hotel, Uganda and Namibia, to watch this one, they could find it done as a contest. More wides being made by the boundaries. That is the problem with Rwanda. The good balls right in the middle will pick you wickets, but whenever you stray away, you are in trouble up front and you pay the price. And we've seen the runs have been flowing. The wicket column is done them well because they've picked up on the good batters up front, but they are giving away too many, 2 men too fast. That is right in the middle. And I tell you, it is a wicket time here. Another one bites the dust. That was a beautiful yorker from Belize Morakatete, 4 wickets down, and somebody has got to take a long walk back to the heart.
It is looking a little bit painful for Tanzania here. They looked like they came prepared. You could see the energy that they were showing in the warm-ups. But now it looks like they're getting even into the field, into the center there with their heads bowing a little bit low. You can see the level of confidence that is slowly shrinking for them because of the pressure that Rwanda is putting on them right now.
I tell you, it's not pressure. I can tell you from the beginning, you've seen that it is the pace. The Tanzanian batsmen are being beaten by the pace of the Rwandan bowlers, because the Rwandan bowlers are in giving mood with the extras, but everything that has gone right in the middle has found either the stumps or has been hit to the fielder. And you see 22 for 4. Kimaro comes in to bat. Jennifer Gabriel. Kimaro is still right, is coming to bat. No?
A little mix up there while we're still awaiting the name of the batter. You know, it's always nice to see the middle order batters coming in after the first power play when it looks like the fast pacers are done.
Another one onto the pad, straying away. The umpire, Patrick Makumbi Musoke from Uganda, is not interested. That looked like she was going down the line. Good call from the umpire.
And it was a little bit higher as well.
Again, the freebies do come through. Agnes Joseph Kwele, we know what she can do with the ball, but she comes in at a time when Tanzania are not just in a spot of bother. They are in a deep hole where they need to dig themselves out of. Only them can get themselves out of trouble, because they want the toss and opted to bat. Come on, Murakatete, what can you do now? Right in the middle. They are running through for a quick one. They call back and withdraw from the attempt of a quick single, and rightfully so. We are done and dusted with 3 overs. Score is 23 for 4. Halfway in the power play, you have 3 wickets. You're the opposition captain. What would you do, Florence?
You know, it's definitely really tough to make a comeback at this point. Your middle batters are not used to the pace of the first opening bowlers. So if I was a batter coming in at number 5, facing such a fast ball, I'd definitely wait for them to finish, actually. That way I wait for the slower ones to come in the middle and maximize on them really hard.
And for Uganda, for Tanzania, they have to find a way, a method to the madness that is happening in the middle. They've given away 4 wickets for nothing. They've been gifted by free extras. Now they must grind and dig deep in their innings. There is work to be done. Here is Uwase. Because of the pace, the balls rest away quickly in the outfield. The chase is on. They'll get 2 runs. Hussein gets 2 runs to the total. That moves it to 25. The scoring rate is not bad, but the wickets have fallen. And for Rwanda, looks like they'll continue to do what they've done. Keep strangling. And the way they strangle is by bowling more pace.
You're definitely right about that.
Extras come through after a couple of runs. It's all working Tanzania's way because they need runs on board. It's a T20 match. You won't be defending wickets, but you've got to defend the runs you do score.
You know, that delivery just missing leg stump by just an inch. It would have been a beautiful delivery there if it did chip the leg stump.
Cut very hard. Does she have a chance? Henrietta Ishimbi doesn't have a chance. She chips in a dive. It's a desperate effort. The ball rolls away to the boundary. It's 4 more runs. Tanzania are throwing their hands at every inch of pace that is not going to be hurting them wide off the stumps. 4 more runs.
You know, as good as these opening bowlers are coming, that looks like a little bit of a stab to the pride of our pace bowler there, Vanis. She has been doing not quite well though. Even though she has been taking those wickets, she's giving a tick to the scoreboard for Tanzania with those wides that she has.
Another ball just on the 4th stump there. She'll look at it and let it go. The young batter there for Tanzania, Sahum Deo Hussein. She's holding forth, and I like the technique she's applying out there. Anything not in the stumps, I'll throw the kitchen sink at it.
And like I said, the best strategy for Tanzania right now would be to wait for these paces to go. Although you have to keep the board ticking. Once they're done, it could be a little better for Tanzania with the slower ones coming in the middle. That is if Rwanda decides to have a change. But if they do not and they want to keep Belise and Uwase charging, it would be a problem for...
Again, hit over the top by Deo Hussein. The run and the chase is on from Henrietta Isimbi. Isimbi cleans up well. They run a pair. The runs are flowing finally for Tanzania because Deo Hussein has got a tactic she's employing. She's hitting everything, not going to hurt her stumps, over the top and over the infield. A good tactic. Score is 35 for 4 after 4 overs. I tell you, Tanzania are moving at almost 9 runs per over, thanks to the extras.
And it's also thanks to those couple of boundaries that came in this over.
How many extras?
Inside. Scotland is seated 12th in this event.
Henriette coming in. Henriette Ishimwe.
Henrietta Ishimwe, very capable with the ball, but even looks better with the bat. She got a century, 100 of 46 balls in her last match before she was run out on the last ball of the match. She comes here with her team looking to cut down on the extras, replacing Beris Morakatete. Beris bowled 2 overs and she's given a rest. If I was the coach or the captain, I would have asked Belise to give me another over, but Kishali Shimwe giving her a rest. I told you, when you're strangling, don't remove one hand to punch, keep strangling the bat, because Belise was picking the wickets. She was bowling good pace, and now Henrietta Simbi comes in with not that sort of pace that will hurt you. She comes in that sort of pace that is playable for Tanzania.
Even though the pace is good, you can see the batter struggling with it a little bit. She definitely punches it through, and it was going in very fast to the boundary. A celebration for Tanzania, a little break there.
And it is Agnes Joseph Kwele that gets off the mark.
anything straight to Agnes or Saumu, they tend to keep it there. But anything outside of the fourth stump, they decide to punish because it is not threatening them at all. And they punish it really hard.
There was a third on the fourth stump there. She swung widely. She's gone for runs, a boundary, yes, but there are no extras, and that is what the dugout in Rwanda want to see from their team. The Rwandans will be watching closely this match away from home in the continent. The Rwandans living in India, those in the UK on missions, they are a passionate country and a very proud nation, and they want this team to get one over Tanzania, but it is 5 overs done. The score is 39-4.
The score is not that bad, but the wickets gone might cost Tanzania a little bit. But the two in the center that seem to be holding on, ruining the spell of a wicket per over by Rwanda here.
Agnes Joseph there on 4 from 8 deliveries, and Saumu Deo Hussein on 13 from 8. They're doing very well, these two. And there's a change in the bowling from what the locals call the generator end. I prefer to call it the golf club end.
A lot of flight in that ball there. And I tell you, if Saumu managed to move her feet a little bit, she could have connected with it before it even came close to touching the ground.
And it is one of the bowlers that you love a lot, Rosine Herrera, coming there to complete the power play. I tell you, it's the East African derby. These two countries do know a thing or two about each other. Guided to the leg side, the chase is on. The chase will be in vain. 4 runs to the total of Tanzania because the spinner is straying away early in the power play. Tanzania have runs that they would have taken before the match started if you told them you have 40 runs in the power play. It's the wickets that are bothering them. Another one given a full face. Herrera finding her line again. The only poor ball she's bowled in the over thus far has been punished. And she wraps up with a dot ball. It is 43-4 after the power play. And there will be a change in the commentary. Florence, who is coming in?
It is my man, Mr. Wycliffe, the man who is full of jokes with a very good sense of humor. I hope he will make you laugh as much as he does to me.
Well, Wycliffe will be joined by Mr. Karabo Motlanka, the big boy in the building.
Good morning to all our listeners. Very interesting fixture we have this morning, Wycliffe.
Yeah, it looks like it's going down. Look like these two batters, they want to start to keep the scoreboard running.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see Tanzania's approach. Despite losing a few wickets, they seem to still be carrying that positive mindset with them.
Yeah, definitely it was actually a best start to them, but they managed to keep on fighting. I love the fighting spirit which they just showed. With these two batters trying to score runs on the board. Not forgetting also the two opening bowlers. They've been actually bowling the good lines at a good time. And they managed to scoop 3 wickets, early 3 wickets.
Yeah, pace like fire at the beginning of the innings today. Put some brakes on the intentions of the Tanzania batters. Big appeal, but a slight inside edge there.
But these two looks like they're actually looking forward to play their game without fear. Without fear from the Rwandan bowlers. But they're actually bowling good lines here.
Yes, Shimo has come in here, and she's kept a good discipline since she's come into the attack. Shot through the offside, chases on for the sweeper, just beats the fielder on the boundary. 4 runs to Tanzania. They look like they're on the charge a little bit here. Hussein and Kole look like they intend on still pushing and scoring runs.
Yeah, definitely. They actually need runs. Since they had a bad start, yeah. I think this is actually a good start from them. But by the end of the day, they have to score more runs. Because looking at Rwanda's side, they're actually a threat to them. So they'll be looking forward to score a big score so that they can actually defend it. And that brings the over.
Yes, that brings the end of the 7th over. Tanzania moving right along at 47 for 4. I think this is one of the most interesting fixtures that we've seen so far to date in this tournament. 2 teams who have played very well up to this point, and I'm sure this will be the biggest challenge that each team has faced so far.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at in their group stages, they've been actually on the top of their on their group, playing good cricket. Looking at Tanzania, they have won all the games. Yeah, so they'll be looking forward to continue with their winning spirit on this one too.
Saumu Deo Hussein taking strike against Irera. Well, edge through the slip region. We'll be pushing hard the Tanzania batters. Looks like they'll come through for a comfortable 2 as it's holding just before the boundary. There were thoughts of a 3rd, but they settled for the 2. Must say, Wycliffe, watching Rosine Herrera here, she bowled 1 ball down leg and he got hit for 4 at the deep square leg boundary. But the rest of her deliveries have actually been quite on the mark and outside that off stump.
Yeah, definitely. I think she has to bowl the ball on the since she's bowling off spin. I think it would be ideal for her to bowl the ball from the 4th stump, turning in, like from the middle stump going down.
Yes, I've been very impressed with their line so far in this spell. Good disciplines for the Rwanda's change-up bowlers. Looks like their aim is to attack with their 2 opening bowlers and then have two bowlers to come in and really hold the fort, just keep their disciplines and try and keep that pressure applied.
That's a good ball there from Rosine Herrera, swing and a miss. I think Dio was saying she's actually looking to play her shots. And actually the way she's swinging her bat, the chance there for an LB, but actually drifting down lane, and that brings the end of the over.
There's just a couple of that over, the score moving to 49 for 4 after 8 overs. I'm sure Rwanda will be very, very satisfied with the start that they've had. Looking at the change bowlers, it looks like the aim now will be to contain, try and keep the Tanzania players quiet.
Yeah, definitely. They had a good start. I think now that they're in a driving seat where to say we have to receive these guys maybe less than 100. That would be actually a good thing for them. Looking forward also to these guys here for Tanzania. Hussein, I think she looks like now she's actually set in this game. She can actually be.
New bowler here, Giselle Shimwe, starting off with an extra, trying to see if she can help her team along, try and make a couple more breakthroughs. The Tanzania batters right now look like they've regrouped and they're going to try and put a decent total on the board, but Saudi Hussein will play a crucial role. Swung on the leg side, running away to the deep square leg boundary. Beautiful sweep shot there, and Tanzania move past their 50.
These two batters have been actually holding the innings with the two of them, which is actually a good sign from the Tanzanian, keeping that fighting spirit despite the bad start. But these two looks like they are settled. They actually want to play their game. So yeah, we'll be looking forward for a good game of cricket here. That's a full ball there, driven straight back to the bowler.
It's a beautiful day for cricket today. We haven't had the heat coming through yet. Beautiful breeze blowing across the ground at the moment. But she's bolder. Looking at that delivery there, Kwele with the intention of going over the top with the mid-off and mid-on up, and just getting it slightly wrong and losing her furniture. 5 down for Tanzania.
Hey, that's a big blow for Tanzania. Kwele, she looked like she was set, playing her shot nicely. After that boundary, the sweep shot. Yeah. So what do you think now, Mr. Karabo? Now, since these guys that keep on losing the wickets like this, losing their main batters, what could be the score here? Like, we'll be looking at.
To be honest, I feel like now it's up to the captain, Saumude Hussein. She will have to play a major role here in trying to see if she can face majority of these overs that are left. It's crucial for Tanzania for her to be at the crease. She's the set batsman, she's the set batter, and she can, as the leader, as the captain, she can guide all her partners that come into the crease. And she needs Hamisi Ushanga here, who's new to the wicket, to try and start again, try and build a partnership. That's what Tanzania desperately need at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I think from what you just said, I think said she must actually check the strike more often. Chance for an LB there, drifting down the leg. There's a big appeal there from Giselle.
Maybe now the combination of a left and right for Tanzania might put a bit of a different challenge to these Rwanda bowlers, who've been able to keep their line and lengths and their disciplines.
Yeah.
And now they might have to do some adjusting.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, flicked on the leg side. They drifted down leg here by Giselle Ishimwe, and Hamisi Ushanga off the mark with a boundary. Lovely flick shot.
That was a good shot. Looking in the field, they actually have it looks like they only have 2 fielders out. Long on and deep square there. Third man, yeah.
Change of angle there from Giselle to finish the over. This beats Ushanga on the just outside off, bringing the score to 58 for 5 after 9 overs. Even though they're taking wickets here, Rwanda, it's interesting to see that the score for Tanzania is still moving along, and Rwanda will do well to stay alert to that fact that yes, they want to be attacking, but also they need to be wary of a Tanzania side that looks like their intention is to still keep scoring. And from this position, Rwanda should probably try and keep it tight, try and keep it quiet, especially with those boundary deliveries.
Yeah, definitely. I think they have to stay keeping the fighting spirit. There's a good ball there from Rosini. There's a chance of a quick single there.
Yes, Tanzania batters just catching the Rwandans a little bit lax there, sneaking around for one.
That's a good run. That's a good run there from Hussein. I think she wants to keep on rotating the strike, giving the new batter Ushanga the strike. To also play her shots.
Yeah, very important here that Ushanga can stay in with her captain. Just try and build something for the next few overs for Tanzania to be able to take advantage of maybe later if they can keep their wickets in hand.
Yeah, definitely. They have to keep this wicket they actually need this partnership. If they can build up to 50 partnership, Tanzania will be actually in a good state. That's a wide ball there, caught by the umpire.
Yes, I think it's one of the very few times we've seen Rosini Herrera here straying with her lines, and what I'd mentioned about that left-hand, right-hand combination will challenge her to adjust quickly.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good ball there, driven up, straight to mid-off. That's a good ball there from Herrera.
Yeah, straight back on the mark there from Rosini Herrera. Her spell has been very impressive, if I may say. I'm enjoying the control that she's bowling with.
Yeah, she has a good control with the ball. Chance of a catch there, mid wicket. A bit of hesitation to dive for the ball by the fielder there on mid wicket.
As soon as I say I'm enjoying her control, she gives the batter a nice full toss on leg side. Ushanga back on strike. Oh, lovely delivery there. Lovely delivery from Herrera. Enjoying the skill that she's showing here. Bowling some beautiful off spin, bowling the right line, the right length, challenging that left-hander to drive through the offside. Swung away on the leg side towards the deep backward square. Tanzania pushing hard for 2, but decide against it as the fielder cleans up well on the boundary. Good work there from Divine Iguhozo. There, deep backward square. We're halfway point in wickets, halfway point in overs. Are we halfway point in runs as well for Tanzania? How much can they really get on the board? 63 for 5 at the moment. What do you think, Wycliffe?
Yeah, I think with this state, with the way they're actually showing, looks like Ushanga, she wants to check those twos. She's actually a good runner between the wicket. I think they've been actually in a good space to score anything above 100. I think it will be actually a good thing for them. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But by the looks of things, I think they've actually put a good fighting spirit with the bat. And also, I think Rwanda ladies had a bit of slowly slid back since the way they started bowling. I think they've been in a position whereby they're actually going to bowl these guys for less than 50. But now, yeah, credit to Snail, the wicket keeper, keeping her wicket, trying to make Tanzania score some runs. That's Giselle there coming from the dark pool end, slightly outside off, trying to play it straight to the point.
Yes, I think having played the Tanzania men last year in Rwanda, funny enough, their approach to the game was very attacking and very positive. And having seen these young under-19 ladies, it looks like they adopt a very similar approach. I think the Tanzania women, the senior women, were in Rwanda earlier this year for the Kwibuka T20, and having seen them there, they also played a very good, attractive brand of cricket. So it might be a theme throughout what Tanzania cricket is doing at the moment.
Yeah, we can actually see from the fighting spirit these guys have. The way they feel, the way they run between the wicket. That's a good shot there, going down straight to extra cover. It looks like Hussein, she's actually more of a straight bat player, looking at her shots.
Yes, I think she's probably taken the decision now to rotate strike for a little bit. Probably try and preserve her wicket, try and give her team the best chance possible. I believe that Tanzania's best chance possible is if she bats as many of these remaining overs as possible, and she looks happy at the moment to just keep taking her singles.
Yeah, definitely. She never gave a chance to the Rwandan bowlers so far. She looks solid.
Looks like a good change up there by Giselle, showing skills, trying to outfox the steady head of Saumu Hussein.
There's a strip shot there, drifting down leg, and there's a fielder behind the ball. And that brings the end of the over.
There's another over passes in this Tanzanian effort to put a score on the board. Try and keep the Rwandan batters, who we saw the other day have the ability to go big. So I'm sure it'll be in the back of the mind of the Tanzanians. With the score right now on 64 for 5, I'm sure they'll be looking to try and get a score that will really challenge that strong batting that we've seen from Rwanda so far in this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. That's Rosina Herrera continuing from the generator end. She slightly flies the ball. She gives the ball more air, which is actually a good thing if you're a spin bowler. You have to give the ball slightly air.
Yes, you have to be brave as a spinner, especially nowadays with this T20 cricket. Sometimes the batters' eyes light up when the spinner comes on. They feel like it's an opportunity to get that ball going over the boundary. But that also presents opportunities for spinners. I believe the trend that we've seen since the introduction of T20 cricket is that the spinners actually take quite a lot of wickets in T20 cricket.
Yeah, very true, very true. Because you'll be having that mind of you want to try to hit the slow ball, but looking at it now, it will be actually a trap for you since the ball is slow. Then yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, swung on the leg side, and the spin beats the deep square leg fielder, and Tanzania will be happy to take an extra 3 runs there. Boundary to Saumu Hussein. She's rolling along nicely here. She's been happy to take the singles, and the minute that Herrera just strays in her line a little bit, she's straight onto it and attacking.
Yeah, she's been outstanding. She's been there hitting the balls. I think she has to bet throughout all this. There's chance for a catch there, not taken. That's a missed chance there.
Yeah, non-striker coming to have a word with her captain, probably reminding her the importance that she is, how important she is to her team at the moment. Delicate situation we're in. Sure, she'll be saying, Captain, just keep it rolling, keep it down.
Definitely. She has to respect the good balls, like the way she just played now, blocking the ball.
Yes, that brings the end of the 12th over. 6 of that over moving. Tanzania score to 70 for 5. Changing the commentary. The end of this 12th over. Joining me now, Florence Samanyika. Morning, Flo. Very nice cricket we have this morning.
Morning, KB. It really is one of the most interesting games in the tournament so far.
Giselle Ishimwe here coming around the wicket to Shanga. Ball played onto the offside and quick single taken here. Happy to rotate strike here, the Tanzanians. After losing a few wickets, you can't blame them, can you?
You really can't. They're really looking to maximize in the middle overs here. Before Giselle decides to bring in the paces towards the end of the innings. It would be really nice if the two in the middle stayed till the end.
Driven towards cover there, drops just short of the fielder. Captain to captain here. We're interested to see who comes up on top, who wins this mini battle within the big battle.
Even though one of the teams is definitely going to lose today, they still gonna see both of them in the semi-finals fighting for the last two spots, which everybody's looking forward to on Monday.
Just drifted down leg there, swept away to the leg side by Hussein. Pushes hard, comes back for two.
You know, it's always hard when you run from a sweep shot. You're already down there, taking a lot of energy to come back up, and running two is really, really a challenge for the striker.
Yeah, looking at how Giselle Ishima has approached this over and the previous couple, she's been happy to pitch the ball up and challenge the Tanzanians to drive. Oh, she feel like she missed out on a little bit there.
That
Full
was
toss
a nice
drifting
shot.
down leg. Yeah, very nice shot.
It deserved a few runs off the bat there.
Yeah, especially looking that there's no one behind the square leg fielder there. She'll feel like she missed out. End of the 13th, score 73 for 5. Intriguing 7 overs coming up here in this East African derby battle between Tanzania and Rwanda.
And only one can come on top in this battle. Twelfth sub there coming in with water for the ladies. I wonder if that's a message from the coach in the middle there, whether they want to charge the 7 remaining overs. They still have 5 wickets in hand here. They can still do anything.
Yes, looks like we're going to see a bowling change from the generator side after a very good spell there by Rosine Herrera. Marie-Josie Tumukunde coming into the attack. Looks like she will also be serving up some spin. Up in the air. Brooks up here. So. And she's out. Frantic stuff in the middle there.
She was almost in because of that little misfield from the bowler there, but it definitely costs Tanzania and breaks up the partnership that they had.
Yes, disappointing there for Tanzania. That's the worst way you can lose a wicket at the moment after looking steady and looking like they were trying to build a partnership. As you were saying, there was a message coming out from the dugout there. Definitely. But unfortunately for them, there's a mix-up in the middle. Even though Rwanda didn't complete it so cleanly, in the end, it still counts as a wicket.
And if you could see, there was a little bit of a lack of concentration from Tanzania. I don't think they saw that third fine leg moved in a little bit closer to the wickets than how she was before.
Yes, coming to the wicket here for Tanzania, we have Sharifa Idi Bakari. Is she going to be the one who's going to help her captain here? Captain needs a partner to stay with her.
Well, looking to replicate the same ball. Although Rwanda missed a catching opportunity, they will manage to really remove a wicket there. Tanzania have to be careful with those risky runs. It wouldn't serve any good to them if they lost more wickets right now before the end of 20 overs.
Bakari here taking strike, facing her first delivery. Some left arm round. Very happy to keep that one at bay. As you say, Flo, run-outs do change games, and we'll see if Rwanda are going to wrestle back some of the momentum that they lost, that they built up in the power play.
You're right about that. Right now, it could be a strategy, a good strategy to bring back those paces to just wrap up the game for Rwanda.
Big quick single here, pressure on the short fine leg fielder, fumbles, allows the run to be a comfortable one in the end.
Henrietta Simbe, you see a lot of runs being taken at any position that she's fielding. She's not really in a good momentum today. We saw her when she was at third man there. They were taking an easy 2 at her, which is kind of rare to see from the boundary.
And listening to you say that, maybe that was the reason for the mix-up that the Tanzanians had in this previous over, because they decided to take a quick single to her, but in the end she won because she eventually then managed to throw the ball back for the run out to be completed eventually.
You're right about that. Saumu has been in there for quite some time, so she must have given a message to the batter that left. Anything towards Henrietta Simbe could be a single for us. Another mix-up then slightly misses. The 3 stumps facing her, as big as they are, Giselle still missed that.
Yeah, we're seeing some dodgy running here from the Tanzanians. I wonder what's happening with the communication. Maybe it's just desperate times. They're trying to really push the score.
A big shot there.
Wonderful shot there.
And it races all the way to the boundary. That was a beautiful shot from Saumu.
Lovely shot there. Full toss here by the new bowler, Janet, and placed beautifully past the mid-on fielder. Just finding the gap there. Expertly played.
I'm sure those 4 runs gave a breather to Tanzania to come back in the game as they did.
Yes, this innings here from Saumu Hussein, very important. She moves on to 34 from her 38 deliveries, looking to provide the anchor, some stability here for Tanzania.
A full delivery, unfortunately, it does find a deep square there.
Yes, Tanzania just moving along here at the rate of 5.5. Probably looking to get it above 6, depending on how well they can keep their wickets together here towards the end. All cut away here on the offside. Well cleaned up by the sweeper. One more there to Tanzania's total. Mix up here. Fielder doesn't manage to get the ball. Tanzania batters there just looked like they were questioning whether there was a run, but fielder does not pick up and allows them just to trot through. Good stuff here from Janetta. She's restricting the batsman to scoring on the offside where she knows she has protection.
Alright, when Uwase was deep square, she came in charging for a ball that kind of beat her with a little bit of a spin and it went down the boundary. But now she looks very lively, not to let that happen again. So it's definitely good to see some positivity and learning during the game.
Yes, at the end of the 15th over here, 84 for 6 is the position that Tanzania find themselves in. Looks like we're having a bowling change from the top end. The captain of Rwanda deciding to change ends. Trying her luck from the generator end. She's bowling here to Bakari. He manages to find that gap there through the gully region. Third man picks it up. It's been very impressive watching Saumu Hussein here. He's gone about this expertly, losing wickets the other side all the time, but still finds herself there in a position to make a difference for her country. Oh, edge through slip. Looks like it's gonna run. It chases on, but in vain as Tanzania managed to put 4 more runs on the board. As I was saying, Saumu Hussein still ticking along here, moving now into the 40s, scoring at a good rate, almost a run a ball.
You know, you can see it takes a lot of experience to actually settle in when you're losing wickets. Your partnership keeps breaking. So I'm very impressed at the rate she's going. She looks very confident and she doesn't look stressed at all, although they're losing a lot of wickets. They have to be careful with those risky runs. Although it does make the fielders panic a little bit, but if they don't panic, it could be a threat to you.
Yes, Captain Giselle Ishimwe here, trying to keep things tight. As you saw from her bowling here from this other end, that she looks to keep the ball nice and full. Hit on the 4-stump channel, hit in the air straight to the middle fielder, and finally Rwanda can celebrate the wicket of Saumu Hussein, who's done very well here to keep things together for Tanzania. But unfortunately for them, she loses a wicket, a soft dismissal there.
It's not really looking good for Tanzania. They just lost a wicket who managed to score half the runs on the board by herself. So it is up to her teammates to now try and replicate that and do even better towards the remaining 5 overs.
Yes, she'll be disappointed to come all this way and have a loser wicket like that. I'm sure she would have been looking at these 5 overs remaining here and possibly getting her team over 100, 120 mark. Another left-hander comes to the crease here. Josephine Shirima coming to try her luck, see if they can maximize on these last 25 deliveries of these innings.
A left and right combination. Oh, sorry, 2 lefties there in the center.
It's actually been a feature of this week. We haven't seen too many left-hand batters. It'll be interesting to see how teams generally adjust to bowling to left-handers, as we haven't seen too many throughout the teams in the tournament.
And this is the one unique thing about Tanzania. You don't normally see 2 lefties as well in the center there.
Okay, 4 overs to go here for Tanzania, 90 for 7 on the board. It'll be interesting to see the two unset batters at the crease. I wonder what they'll be thinking in the dugout there about the type of total that they feel might give them a chance in this game.
And look at Giselle bringing back Belize. They're very new at the crease, and here comes the pacer for Rwanda. It's definitely going to be putting them in a tight spot there. They don't have that much wicket in hand, so I think right now the game plan will be just to finish the 20 overs with a little bit of anything above 100 here for Tanzania.
Yes, looks like the Rwanda bowlers happy to go around the wicket. The left-handers probably trying to attack the stumps a bit. Belize Murekatete. It's been interesting this week trying to learn some of the names that don't quite come naturally to us.
And the click of the tongue is definitely not our thing. Could have been a bye there if Jennifer decided to go for it.
Shirima here facing up to the pace of Belize. Oh, well bowled into the block hole, but also well played by Shirima there. She looked like she was definitely ready for that one.
But it caught her off guard there. You have to agree on that one. She wasn't expecting anything for Belize. Really maximizing every delivery she's bowling right now.
No ball call there by the umpire. Big yelp from Mr. Patrick Mukumbi from Uganda, letting us know that Belize just overstepped there. As you said, she's giving everything and clearly running in a bit too hard there and just overstepping the mark. Free hit now to Tanzania. Belize looks to be bowling a very full length here. She looks to be targeting the stumps. Probably done her drills with her Yorkers, looking at the time of the game now that she's bowling.
I really do wonder what the batter is going to do with this free hit.
Swung away on the leg side, going towards deep backward square. Chases on. Looks like the field just manages to pull it in. They managed to get through for 3 runs.
It was swung a bit harder. I'm shocked it just decided to stop right at the boundary there. Now comes the lefty who seemed to be struggling with Belize here. A big yell there. I wonder if that was a strain of the arm or was it because she put in so much power.
She looks to be trying to really run in here. She just need to calm herself, return back to what she was doing very well earlier. Like she really wants to get this wicket, but maybe a bit of a return back to basics will do her well. Quick single taken here as the keeper just spills it and safely through to Tanzania come. They're looking to take anything that they can.
Belize a little expensive.
Sharifa Idi Bakari, 1 ball left here in the 17th over. Belize running in hard. Bakari so far has managed to score at a runner ball. I'm sure her teammates will be happy with that for the remainder of the innings. That will lead them to just over 100, 110, 120. I'm sure they'll be looking at that. Short ball just evades the keeper. Looking to come back for 2 here. Tanzania decide against it as the throw comes into the bowler's end.
Hi, Brendan.
That was a big throw there from Fine Leg. Belisa seems to be struggling with the left and right combination. Coming in from one side of the end to the other one is definitely causing a big problem for her. Taking longer than she usually does to finish her over.
Sorry, Brandon, I'll call you back in about 20 minutes. Sharp.
And look at that, she is struggling indeed. And
5
raises.
wides.
An extra over bowled by Belisa here, giving Tanzania some more time to get the scoreboard ticking for their team.
Wide and one. Yes, Belisa struggling a little bit. As you had mentioned, that combination of left and right is proving quite challenging for her. Not a lot of teams in this tournament actually have had the luxury of bringing that to the table. And looks to be working for Tanzania at the moment with the Belize who's running in hard here, trying to give her maximum effort. But in her efforts, she's just straying on her lines on to both batters actually.
Her teammates are cheering her on, saying, "You're almost done. Just finish it off with a good ball. And take a deep breath to calm down."
Yes, the batsman had just finished up on the wrong ends over there, but that ball had gone for 4 wide, so the same batter should be on strike.
They seem to be losing the grip that they had on Tanzania.
The umpire is just seeming to be clarifying something with the bowler. The ever-zealous Patrick Mukumbi. Another wide here from Belize. She really is struggling.
You know, I think it would be high time for her to change her approach right now. I mean, she has been coming around and it's not deeming well for her. Could she come back, taking a step wider and coming in at an angle from her right arm over delivery?
Yes, I'm sure at this point she just wants to
Finish her overs.
finish the over. She seems to be having the same problem. I can understand what you're saying. Maybe she's to attempt to come over the wicket.
Yeah.
Try and possess a different challenge, a different angle.
And as you can see, Giselle might also be having that idea of making her come over the wicket.
Looks like she thought about it and then
She changed her mind as well.
chipped in the air towards mid-off. Comfortable catch taken there by Giselle. After a very long over here for Belize, she gets her reward as the ball is chipped into mid-off's ever waiting, ever capable hands there of Giselle Ishimwe.
It was a bad over, but it's nice to finish it off like that.
Yes. Yes. After that long over, I'm sure she'll be happy to take her 3rd wicket of the innings so far. Yes, and at the end of the 17th over, changing the com box as my man Inon Daula and Wycliffe will be taking you through towards the end of this innings.
Wycliffe, we're here at the back end of the innings. The score is 107 for 8. 4 runs to the total there as we come back in the box. Innocent and Wycliffe Haley, the local boy here, umpire. Now come commentator. Hey, you might choose a hustle. You want to be an umpire, you want to be a commentator?
Yeah, that's going to be a hard one, huh? But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I've been enjoying doing the commentary with you, learning some stuff. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to chance of a run out there. The 2 batters hesitated to take that 1 run. So yeah, Mr. Ino, we are going down now. We are on the 17th over. And these 2 batters, they'll be looking forward to get runs, as many as they can.
That's inside edge, chance to run. Will there be a run out? There's no direct hit. She survives and she runs into the umpire. Comedy of errors here. We're into the 18th over. 110. She's up on her feet. They say fall down 7 times, stand up 8. There may be 8 wickets down, but they're still fighting Tanzania. And I believe they have the psychological total. They have the 3 magical figures on the board. 109 runs now.
Yeah, definitely. I think they'll be looking to get more runs. And also, that's a swing and a miss, trying to play to the leg side.
Henrietta Ishimwe coming to bowl this over, number 18. The look in the Rwanda dugout, the officials and the reserve fielders there sit cocked.
That's a wide, drifting down leg.
And I tell you, that's the difference in this match. Rwanda have given out 25 runs in extras so far. It could be the difference at the end of the day. Too many extras, more than 1 extra per over.
Yeah, that's too much. I think they'll be actually looking at there's a chance of a run out there.
And a big miss.
I think they'll be actually disappointed looking in the way which they started from the first power play. I think they get to a point where they'll be actually too relaxed. Then that's where those extras came now. That's
more wides. The Rwandans, are they tired? They can't seem to get their arms rolling over their ears. They need to roll those arms and rub their ears like the coaches do tell them. Leonard Namburo and Bryson Bijingo will not be happy, the Rwandan coaches. I see their dugout there has Sonia Uwimana, the women's representative from Rwanda. And they pick the wicket there. Just easy as that. Keep it straight and you will have a wicket. Sonia Chachala Muya is clean bowled for 3 of 4 deliveries. Wicket number 9 is done and dusted. The side of the flags shows you the Rwandan flag there flying high. The Tanzanian flag just a little off frame there. Joseph Urik Shirima still at the non-strikers end as number 11 walks in. Whenever Rwanda have bowled straight, they've been able to pick up a wicket. Every time they've strayed away, they have lost a wicket. They've given out extras. Number 11 in.
And the new batter is Sheila Shamwete Kizito.
Kizito, a saint's name. One of the martyrs that did die in Uganda. given sainthood by the Pope back in 1969. Ugandans and Tanzanians sharing these matter names, the East African brotherhood, sisterhood going on. And it's the East African derby here in Gaborone. This match could have been played in East Africa and we could have given you the match report from there. But they had to make and the mileage
To come to Gaborone, Botswana. That's Belize there.
right in the middle for Belize. But Kizito up to the task. She's number 11, but she's giving it a full face. Belize has troubled the batters here with everything. She's bowled straight and full.
Yeah, she's been bowling with the quick pace.
But every time she strayed away, she suffered wides. This has been the story for Belize today. She's gone for 30 runs thus far in just 3.3 overs because she's been bowling wide and wild.
Yeah, I think she'll be looking forward to finish strong. Get one more in the bag.
That's a better line from Belize. It won't hurt the number 11 because when the number 11 walks in, all the bowlers look to just go for the bull's eye.
Yeah, definitely.
I can tell you, I feel Tanzania have got enough to defend.
Yeah, I agree with you. Because looking at it, anything above 100, I think to be actually a good thing for Tanzania to actually defend that score. That was a good ball there from Belize.
I can tell you that for now, Rwanda will need 5 runs every over. That's not very easy in women's cricket, and when you're playing a team like Tanzania that doesn't give away too many runs in extras, they bowl tidy, spin up front.
Yeah, definitely. I think the way Tanzania have been playing, I think they'll be going for really this chance for a run there. Flip to find leg to get that one run, and that brings the end of the over. The score is 115 for 9. After 19, we are going down to the last over.
Easily the best over for Rwanda in the match so far, coming in the 19th over, 2 runs from the over. It will give joy to the Rwandan dugout finally, but they don't look too happy because they bowled too many extras, and the best over of the match coming only in the 19th over tells you how long the innings has been for them.
Yeah, extras contributing to that also. So you see how it goes for the last over, and the bowler, that Therese Henriette, bowling the last over.
And that is it. Bullseye right in the middle. Henrietta Ishimbi clean balls the last batter, Sherima. She was looking to play straight over the bowler's head. She's clean balled, and that is it for the end of the innings. We will be telling you how the scorecard looks like for the innings.
But I think the Rwandan ladies are actually disappointed in themselves. Looking at it, the way they started the match, they've been actually in a good start, in a good position to restrict the Tanzanian ladies to not to score 100. But yeah, I think they've been actually bit a slow learning to the game, giving a chance to Tanzanian ladies to actually play their shots freely, manage to score 119 to the board.
Both teams will take a break, but looking at the scorecard from the first innings for Tanzania, who won the toss and elected to bat first. Surprise, like we expected, it is the extras that are the second best scorer in the match. 27 extras is what Rwanda have given Tanzania, and that could be the difference. There was only one batter right there, Saumu Dewo Hussein, the keeper. She got 40 from 44 balls. She had 6 boundaries to her credit. Easily the standout batter with those runs, contributing more than a third of the runs on board. She gets 40 from 44 with 6 boundaries. The score has 27 extras, 25 wides. Wycliffe is what Tanzania got from Rwanda. And there was 1 no ball, 1 leg by. But 25 wides, not what you want. Looking at the bowling right there, you feel that it was Belize Morakatete that suffered most. The opening bowler, she picked the most wickets, 3 to her name, but she gave away 17 wides and 1 no ball. Those are 18 runs in extras. And imagine she had 15 dot balls. Half of her spell was dot balls, but she gave away 17 wides. Looking at her, Henriette Ishimbi there, Therese picking up 2 for 2, 2 for 14 in her 3.1 overs. Rosine Irera, easily the peak of the bowling for Rwanda, 2 for 19, and the rest of the guys chipped in sensibly. Tanzania not able to complete the full quarter of 20 overs, but they get 115 in the 20 allotted overs. It's the East African Derby. Tanzania won the toss, got 115 on board, psychological total, but Rwanda will have to reply to all the questions posed by Tanzania's bowling in the second innings. We will be back in a short while for the second innings.
Welcome back to the second inning of Tanzania versus Rwanda. It's definitely going to be an interesting second half. We have the undefeated against each other. And to start it off, we have Agnes Kwele here coming in to charge at Rwanda. Giselle opening the batting here. And her pair is Maviel Uwase. So the batting lineup for Rwanda definitely hasn't changed so much at all, actually. You see the first pair being the first pair so far. It's definitely going to be a game changer for any of the two that immenses out as the champions in this match. So far the line of Agnes is spot on. We have 115 to defend there on the scoreboard. A beautiful delivery that is slightly missing the bowling crease. And the umpire counts it in as a dot ball. Rwanda needing 116 runs from 117 balls. It's definitely doable in this case here. And the first run of the over is an extra from Agnes. She has to be careful with these extras because it's a tight match and whoever wants it is definitely gonna get it. A powerful shot there by Giselle, managing to be stopped by Jennifer there at cover. Giselle has been leaving the ones outside off, but now she decided to attack it. It could have been a boundary if it just found that gap there. Another one outside off is punished by Merviel. The first boundary of the second innings, bringing the score to 6 with only one delivery remaining. Going at runner ball. It's definitely painful to see a boundary after 3-4 consecutive beautiful deliveries as a bowler. It's not really pleasing. Joining me back from a little bit of a break is the main man from Uganda, Innocent. I thought I had it by myself today. I was going to spar off a little bit, become a star.
Tanzania here, starting with the pace of Agnes Joseph. You pronounce the other name for Agnes Joseph better than me.
That is Joseph Kwele. The Q is a bit of a problem.
The Q sounds like what? Like a P, like a Q, like a K?
Like a K.
Like a Kwele.
No, not Kwele, but Kwele. You have to that's the click.
I need to stay in Southern Africa for quite a while to get that one.
It's a click from South Africa that Xhosa pronounce this better than we do.
Of course, here, Rwanda needing 5.5 per over, but they get 9. Gigel Isimwe and Mavil Uwase getting the scoreboard ticking up front. Mavil's first one ball, she got a boundary. cut very hard. There's no run there. The point fielder does very well to stop that.
But if you look at it, that could have been a catch there. She manages to just stop it by her legs. It could have been a goodbye for Giselle if she caught that before it bounced.
Sylvester bowling the second over there. Adolfina Jeremiah. Chance to run very hard. They go through quickly. Rwanda's plan will be to score these runs quickly in the power play. They won't get as many as 27 extras that Tanzania got from Rwanda, but they know, they trust their batting, that they can score quickly and run hard between the wickets. We've seen how athletic Rwanda have been.
I mean, look at Maviel's high back lift. You can see that she's really looking to hit so hard and maximize in the power play with only 2 allowed outside. And just like Rwanda, we see that Tanzania is replicating that with 2 behind the keeper, third man and a fine leg. And you see that is really common with the opening 6 overs.
Marvel kept wickets for 20 overs. She opens the batting, high back lift. She's facing Adolfina Jeremiah. Beg your pardon, she's facing Sonia Chachala Moya.
Tanzania doesn't really need to have those extras here. I mean, it is a tight match. Anything less than run a ball, 4 or 5 runs and over for Rwanda would give them a win. So they need to be careful with those extras.
She finds it on a full toss level, gets it to mid wicket. There is protection for 3 fielders in the circle on the onside, with 1 standing down at fine leg. Runs. Vigel, the captain, very talented player. The 2 Rwandan openers there both play for the national side. It's the end of the over number 2. Rwanda have 12 for no loss. Good start from Rwanda.
It definitely is. They're going at a runner ball right now, and that is a threat for Tanzania. But we still have 18 more overs to go. We'll see how Tanzania decides to charge at Rwanda here.
Agnes Joseph is back for over number 3. Rwanda keeping up with the rate.
She did quite well with a couple of boundaries when she came in the middle there, in the middle of the order with the bat, helping Tanzania.
High back lift from Uwase. She hasn't been able to find so many runs in this tournament. She was fancied to be among the top run scorers of the tournament. She's opened the batting. She has a high score of 26. She runs very hard this time round. They're not bowling in her zone. They keep it coming closer to her legs because they know she wants some width and room to swing her arms.
Definitely. And if you look at Tanzania, they were struggling with anything going a little bit of closer to the fielder, but Rwanda seems to be able to take some singles there.
We saw Tanzania play very well thus far, unbeaten. They run into another unbeaten side, Rwanda scoring 259, the highest score of the tournament against Malawi just the other day.
Oh, through, and you see a flick of that hand in Agnes's action, and it gives an extra to Rwanda.
I feel Tanzania have missed the trick here. They've been opening with Mwanamvua Ushanga, the spinner there. They should have given a chance to roll her arm over in the power play and see if these Rwandans can face some good spin. But they go for pace up front. They're licking runs. Yes, they're not bowling as many extras as Rwanda did, but they're not picking wickets. It's a wicket game here. If Rwanda have their danger players out there in the middle playing mini overs, it could work in their favor. Tanzania could be missing the plot.
A slower delivery there. You could see Giselle was already ready to hit, but she decided to wait for it.
Good thing there from Giselle. She has the highest score in the tournament. She got 111 not out from 57 balls.
And unlucky Nielsen for a batter. Tanzania coming in strong. They're really making sure that no misfields there in the 30. This is a definite close match between these undefeated sides of East Africa.
The best over 4. Tanzania thus far in the innings with the ball. Just the 3 runs coming from the over to end the third. It is 15 for no loss. Right in the middle, Sonia Muya Chachala. I love her last name. Sounds like one of the famous South African musicians, Chaka Chaka. Yvonne Chaka Chaka. She sang way before you were born, Florence.
I was lucky to even hear her after being born.
She's bowling a tight line. Sonia, heroine of this Tanzanian side in their last match. She picked up 4 wickets.
Tanzania really fighting and trying to keep Rwanda under pressure. It is a close match. Now Rwanda needs 101 from 100 balls. It's definitely going to be a match to watch.
Dot balls bring pressure. Pressure forces the batsmen into error. Error because they have to play some area shots. They have to improvise, get innovative out there in the middle.
But you can see that Rwanda has changed the game plan. For the past 3 games that they played, they were swinging as hard as they can, even in the power play. But now you see there's a little bit of difference today.
There is difference because Tanzania are bowling straight in the middle. Women's cricket and underage cricket, keep it straight, full and straight. Let the batsmen play you straight. The misfield giving Rwanda a run and giving them a chance to score their first run in the over.
Agnes doing
another chance to run. Did it clip off her pads? Yes, responds the umpire with the leg by indication. The Rwandan assistant coach is intent to send out a message every delivery. He's earning every penny that is paid monthly by Rwanda Cricket Association chairman Stephen Musale. I know Rwanda somewhere watching this one. It could be Friday, a working day in their office, but they are watching intently because they know victory here will keep them unbeaten, and they will be 2 victories away from the World Cup in Poch and Benoni next January.
Tanzania really is keeping a tight screw over Rwanda, not letting them hit them as they have been with the other teams.
And it's the end of over number 4. The score is 18 for no loss. Wickets are not falling, but Florence, the runs, are they enough on the board?
The runs look pretty close, but you know, Tanzania were over 30 at this point of time, thanks to the the quick nicks and the boundaries they got from the pace of Belise. But with Tanzania, you can see that they're spot on, and you won't have those quick nicks because the ball is coming straighter to you and straight to your pads.
And looks like the Rwandan fielders were playing with some earpieces on them. They listen to the commentary and they bring in Hamisi Mwanamvua Ushanga to slow it down. She starts with a dot ball that was guided to short third man. Call it the gully point area. No run. Ishimwe. She hits very hard. They run. Chance for a run out. No. Hamisi will be happy to stop that one. Just for the one. Hitting it straight to the fielder and taking on the arms of the fielders is what Kijel Ishimwe, the captain, is doing, because she's been forced to play a pedestrian knock. She's got 7 runs from 18 balls. Again, you can see that exactly Rwanda are falling into the trap set by Tanzania. They are getting one, the Tanzanian fielder standing at the 30-yard mark and giving them the ones, because the ones will not hurt them. Chance to run to the little misfield right there from shot number 6, not punished.
Now Tanzania have to be careful with these singles. At this rate, they're looking at a runner ball, which is definitely going to secure Rwanda a win. They need to give them those dot balls if they have a chance of bringing enough pressure to Rwanda.
Big hit. Chance to run 2. They will take 2. Unless Tanzania.
Rwanda would gladly take that 2 because of a fail of backup there from Tanzania. It is high in the air, chance of a wicket, and she drops it. A little bit of an effort would have given Tanzania the first wicket.
I tell you, she drops a danger woman there. She hasn't been getting a lot of luck in the tournament. Mavil Uwase, she drops from a ball that seemed to be going wide, but the little left turn on it finds her bat as she played onto the leg side. High up in the air, was there for the taking, non-taken. It is 24 for no loss after 5 overs. Rwanda not losing wickets.
But you wonder though, is it Tanzania's game plan to keep the 2 there? Because Henriette might come in at 3 or 4, and she is known for her incredible stance of opening up and being ready to swing every ball. So you never know, maybe this is Tanzania's game plan.
Mavil Uwase has struggled in this tournament. High score of 26 notwithstanding. She needs to get going. She's already been dropped in the previous over. She seems not to be able to hit the balls on her leg stump, and she's been found out by the opposition who keep bowling right there.
She swings hard, but it goes to behind her, I'm sure she could have been looking for it to go forward and being a very beautiful drive.
The run rate for Rwanda is not that bad, and they still have wickets in hand. Gijel Ishimwe, the captain, we know her for having a flashing blade. Her blade is always on fire up front. Well, it hasn't yet caught fire. She's got 8 runs from 20 balls. Unlike her, for a person who got 111 not out from 57. In that innings, she had 24s. Quick mathematics tells you she had 80 runs in boundaries. Today, she's yet to get a boundary. She's dealing in singles, and the Tanzanians will be happy.
It is an unlucky Nielsen. It tends to give a hard knock to to a batter. It is one number a batter tries to avoid all her life.
Straight to the fielder. This time, they don't run. It was because it was hit very hard by Meve. Owase.
The high back lift there from Merviel.
Once again on her leg stump, onto her pads, quickly wrapped up. She's not able to find any sweet connection. And we are done and dusted with the power play. It is 26 for no loss. There will be a change in the commentary box. The big boy, captain of Botswana senior men's national team, I love to call them the Zebras, Mr. Karabo Motlanka, will be joined by Mr. Wycliffe Haley, the cricket umpire come commentator. He must find a hustle. They will be giving you the next bit of the 6.
Interesting poised game here. Wycliffe. I feel like Rwanda not having lost the wicket in the slight ascendancy at the moment, with the required run rate not being out of reach.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're actually going a little bit slow. But it's on the other hand, also it's a good thing for them. They didn't lose a wicket from this power play, which actually shows the awareness of the batters. They really know what they are doing there. That's a good ball there from M. Shankar with some left spin coming around the wicket. Good shot there. Straight to cover. So I think this game is going to go down. Looking at its stance now, we have M. Owase. She's sitting on of 12 of 17 balls, and we have that's ball driven down the ground straight to mid-off, and there's a fire-cracking 4 runs there from Jesile Ishimwe. That was well struck there.
Yes, interesting after the power play, watching the Tanzania field setting. They seem intent on keeping their fielders up to the bat, with only the 2 fielders outside being long on and deep square leg. Looking to apply pressure on the Rwanda batsmen here, on the Rwanda batters, but long off now goes out, having seen that boundary go through there. Oh, catch and ball chance, just evades the bowler's hands there.
I think so far these 2 batters, Owase and Ishimwe, they've given 2 chances, 1 each. I think we need to contribute to the if Rwanda is going to win, are they going to regret those chances? Because you can actually see earlier on, that's a good shot there, driven straight to the cover. What a good piece of fielding there.
Yes, Rwanda may well take advantage of these drop chances by Tanzania, and in a tight game like this, these are two of the very good teams that we've seen in this tournament so far, and maybe the small margins will tell in the end as to who will emerge victorious.
That's the end of the 7th over, and the score is 34 for no loss.
I personally believe this one is going down to the wire. The trend of the games this week has been most of the games have been one-sided, but now coming into the business end, I think we're going to get some good stuff coming, some good tight finishes.
Yeah, definitely. And the new bowler coming from the generator end is Kizito. Sheila Kizito.
It's a chance now for us to see the Tanzanian spinners, how they operate, having seen the Rwanda spinners, who I found to be very impressive actually. We'll see how their Tanzanian counterparts match up.
Yeah, definitely. The Rwanda only needs 82 runs off 78 balls with 10 wickets in hand. Their current run rate is 4.96 and the required run rate is 6.31.
Yes, I think Rwanda, for as long as they're not losing wickets and they stay with them or around the runner ball, it'll keep being a comfortable enough chase for them.
Yeah, definitely. And this Tanzanian ladies, the fielders, I think they're actually showing some good stuff there. There's no any ball which is passing these fielders, especially on the offside.
Yes, but I think Tanzania might have a problem here because they have their fielders inside the circle, but Rwanda is still managing to rotate the strike despite that. So maybe they might be better off getting their fielders in tighter, stopping those singles from Rwanda, because Rwanda can actually run this total down.
Yeah, especially if you have Giselle in. She's actually fit. We had seen her through all those tournaments. The way she was running between the wickets. And that other match, they're running 6 singles. That actually shows you how fit she is.
Yes, so total such as 113. In our dressing rooms, we like to say if it's less than a run a ball, it can be run down. She hits it to mid-off and manages to get herself across there. It's looking fairly comfortable for Rwanda.
Yeah, definitely. They'll be looking off to finish all this game. In a good, what a good shot there, driven down straight to cover point. 2 fielders running to the ball. Oh, that's a 4 runs. What a good shot there from M. Uwase. Yeah, I think we've been waiting to see these 2 batters playing their game. Like we noticed the previous games, they were not actually scared to play their shots. But yeah, giving credit also to the Tanzanian bowlers. I think they've been bowling good lines, straight lines, seeing these guys to free their arms. That's Kisito.
Yes, Tanzania need to have a good think about their field setting here. The last thing they need now is for Rwanda to start getting a few boundaries, making this chase a lot more comfortable for them going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I think they have to look on the areas where to bowl to restrict these 2 batters. There was a call there for a run from Giselle. What a good ball there from Sheila Kizito.
Yes, after being peppered through the offside there, they've decided to put a sweeper out, Captain Kimaro of Tanzania. Well stopped there. Oh, she had set off thinking it would beat the fielder. The fielder comes across quickly and gathers that one.
The fielder, that's Sonia. She's been pretty impressive with their fielding inside the 30-yard circle. And that brings the end of the 8th over, and the score is 40 for no loss.
Rwanda definitely in a powerful position now, barring no action, and look like two set batters now at the crease. I'm sure the message from the camp there will be that keep it going, keep it going the same way it is. Keep ticking it over. Those singles that they're getting, I think, will work for them. And then if they manage to keep this partnership going or not lose too many wickets, might end up seeing a comfortable victory for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Tanzania definitely in need of some inspiration over here. As we know in cricket, one can bring two, and that can change the feeling in the Rwanda dugout.
Yeah, definitely. If they get to lose any wickets from now, I think the Tanzanian bowlers, they'll be actually happy with their effort, which we can see the way they are bowling their lines. That's straight ball driven straight to mid-off. There was a bit of a fumble there, but she managed to get hold of the ball and throw it straight back to the bowler. They've been on the point, these Tanzanian ladies. Like the ball is not even passing them. Like the slightly fumble, they get up, they get the ball, they throw it back.
A lovely delivery there, nice and tossed up. Looked to tempt Giselle there into a big strike, but she just held it back there and decided to pat that one down and see the next one.
It's a good shot there. Chance for a run out. She's in, Giselle. What a good piece of fielding there from the Tanzanian fielder. That's Sheila Kizito in the covers region there.
Samisi Ushanga here will be looking to try and see if she can get some turn going. Try and beat one of these right-hand batters. Try and get them to play a full shot. Try and create the chance that Tanzania desperately need.
What a good shot there. Over the bowler, fielder behind the ball. Didn't manage to get hold of the ball. That's a fire-cracking shot there from Giselle.
Yes, a fantastic shot there. Lovely use of the feet. Lovely straight bat. Well placed over the bowler's head. Pure cricket being played there by Giselle.
Yeah, definitely. I think she's a one better way where Rwanda they're actually looking forward for to score more runs there. Another ball driven down the ball there. There's a fielder behind the ball and there's a fire-cracking four again. Same shot, same region. And that brings the 50 for Rwanda for no loss. The one ball remaining of this over.
Yes, Giselle having been at the crease for some time now, looking to take advantage of the flight that is being offered here by Misi Ushanga. Looking to put on some gas now. Seeing that Rwanda have not lost the wicket, looks like they've identified the bowler that they might look to get ahead of the rate with.
Yeah, definitely. You can see this the shots she's playing. She's actually in a place whereby she wants to attack. There's a call for a second run there. And that brings the over. The score is 51 after 9 overs.
Yes, things are looking comfortable now for Rwanda. I think if they wanted to be in a position at some point during their chase, I think they would take this at the beginning of their batting today.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at the current run rate, I think Rwanda they are actually in a good position to play. A run a ball there, both now they need 65 runs of 66 balls with 10 wickets in hand. So yeah, I think they're actually in a good position to finish this match with no pressure. I think back to you, Mr. Karabo. If you are the bowling coach from Rwanda, what could be the best from Tanzania? What could be the best thing, good advice for your bowlers, looking at the current situation?
To be honest, sometimes it's tough to give that advice because you can see the pitch is a bit flat. You can see the batsmen are set, the batters are set. And Giselle here is looking very confident, looking very positive. And the least that you can ask here from your players is they need to find that spirit. They need to encourage each other. They need to find a lift, find an inspiration. You need someone in the team to stand up and try and take a moment. Take a moment to just open a window. Open that window for them to maybe take a wicket or two. Right now, looking at the body language of the Tanzania fielders, it's a little bit down, and they'll do well to remind each other to just fight for it, you know?
Yeah, definitely, I agree with you there. Especially if you see the two batters which are there, they're actually set in the game. And it will be actually a bit of frustration from the fielders and the bowler also. So yeah, I think they need to keep their heads up and see how it goes. Take the one ball at a time.
Yes, and this is T20 cricket, and things can change very quickly. These young ladies will do well to remember that things can change very quickly in T20 cricket. Two quick wickets here changes the feeling in the Rwanda dressing room. At the moment, you can hear the chat, you can hear the laughter, you can hear the enjoyment in what Rwanda are seeing from their batters out there. But
yeah, definitely.
One or two quick wickets and things can change.
Yeah, that's T20 cricket. Anything can happen. But yeah, I think Rwanda, the dugout, they're actually happy with the score and the way these two batters are playing at the moment. And that's Kizito there. That's a wide ball.
At this point of the innings, Rwanda look very happy to tick it around under no real pressure. These batters at the moment.
And that brings the end of the 10th over. The score is 55 for no loss.
You know what, Cliff, in big games like this, sometimes it's just the period of the game that can cost you the match. And how Tanzania started with a bat earlier today, with Rwanda picking up those quick wickets, can be the sole reason that they built the momentum going into the game. And Tanzania not quite having fully recovered.
Yeah, definitely. I think with the way they started batting, and the new bowler there coming from the dark pool end is Martha Kalist Selasini. Should be looking forward also to get some rhythm on the ball. That's a good shot there. Cast straight to deep square. Little bit of fumble there. And they come back to 2. So yeah, I agree with you. Like the way they started Tanzania, I think they still have that element from guys. We started bad, and now these two batters they're getting there. They're actually set. So yeah, I think it actually another good shot there. Same region, cover region. They managed to get a 2-run there. Overthrow. They just missed a chance of a run out there. Giselle. That could be a huge blow for the Rwandans. But as you say, she's actually a good athlete. You can actually see the way she runs between the wicket. That was a good throw there from Sonia.
Yeah, it's just got unlucky there. The bounce, just evading the keeper, who's not the tallest of players.
Good shot there, straight. Same cover region there. Sonia doing a good job there, stopping that boundary.
Yes, rolling along nicely here, Rwanda. Things are looking tough for Tanzania at the moment. As I'm sure the captain Kimaro will be trying to find some inspiration from somewhere on the field there.
Yeah, definitely. They'll be actually hoping for just someone, a miracle bowler. We just come here in the scoop, 1 wicket, 2 wickets. I think definitely it's going to change this whole game. But looking at Selasini's the line which is bowling, I think it's actually way too outside of giving these two batters a room to actually play freely. So I think if you can actually tighten the line, like we have seen there from the previous bowlers, they're actually bowling straight. That's a foot toss there. There's a chance for a catch. Mid-on is on, and it's taken. That's Giselle of the foot toss, hitting the ball up in the air, going straight to long on. That was a good catch there from Agnes Joseph Kwele. Safe hands. What a blow.
Yes, and we were looking for a moment of inspiration from Tanzania, and in the end it seems like the full toss does it. How many times do you see it, a half tracker or a full toss that the batter should be putting all the way over the boundary? She just holds out, and let's see how this progresses now with Rwanda then losing their first wicket.
And the new batter walking in is Herinete Ishimwe. She scored 100 yesterday, and she got out from the last ball. So we want to see if, the same momentum from yesterday.
Yes, indeed. We'll see how now this wicket maybe puts a little bit of energy into the Tanzanian fielding. Maybe they start to show a little bit more, start to hear them a little bit more, as maybe their belief level can just grow a little bit. I think it's very important for them to keep that spirit up, because there's still much more of this competition to go, and they'll do well to not be mentally defeated by Rwanda at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I think if they keep on with the, like we said earlier on, from the bad start with the bat, and then with the ball they actually have a flippy start again. I think taking this wicket is actually it can actually make them to stay positive, stay in the game, and that brings the end of the 11th over, and the score is 61-1.
Yes, Henriette Shimo here taking guard, getting ready to face some of the music. Looks like we might have a bowling change.
Number 4.
No, looks like they've changed their mind again. 99. Sheila Shamte Kizito continuing with the off spin. Is it off spin or leg spin? I can't quite tell. I said the other day that I can't quite tell from her wrist position. She's just taking it out the front of her hand, maybe. Yes, certainly there.
Yeah.
Just a bit of leg spin. She looks like she's trying to turn the ball away. As you can see, Henriette just tried to play that one on the leg side. Got a bit of a leading edge, but manages to come through safely for one through mid-off.
Yeah, you can actually not tell from the way she's actually holding a ball. You'll be actually confused. Is it off spin or it's leg? But I think it's more like she's actually releasing the ball with an action of a leggy. That's a swing and a miss. Trying to play the ball through the cover region. M. Owase.
Yes, that required run rate just hovering above a runner ball at the moment. And we'll see how Tanzania now will begin to apply pressure, maybe now with the new batter at the crease, trying to find their footing. Singles not coming as easily as when Giselle was in.
Yeah, definitely. I think they have to try to let a swing and a miss there. What a good ball there from Esquisito. Yeah, looking at it, I think the thing has been actually a dry spell now from these two batters. Unlike the way Giselle was playing, she was actually looking for those ones to run. So yeah, I think they'll actually what a good shot there, driven down, cover. Coming for a second run. Yes. So yeah, going back to your point, Karabo. they actually have to get those ones, those twos. Looking at it, the field said the Rwanda ladies actually put those 4 fielders straight to the boundary, and that's the same region where these two batters are hitting, especially for Wase. He's more like a straight player. So looking at it now, if there are 2 guys down there to see them to play those boundaries, yeah, they must take the 1s and 2s. And that marks the end of the 12th over. The score is 64 for 1.
Yes, they'll do well here, the Tanzanians, to realize that we're playing on the furthest pitch to the left as you look at the screen, and that makes it a big boundary towards the leg side as we're looking now. So stopping those 2s that go into that side of the field will require maybe the fielders to come 5-10 yards off the boundary line.
That's Selasini. There's a good shot there, just above the bowler. Managed to take that 1 run. That's a good shot there. There's a misfield from the mid-off fielder. The ball goes straight to 4 runs to bring the score to 70.
Yes, misfield there by the Tanzania. It's when defending a total that's I'll say an average total, to be fair, and that's definitely not helping what the team needs at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. That was misfield there from Gabriel Kimaro and the long off. Actually, Selassie the bowler is actually disappointed on this one.
Yes, 4 more runs to Rwanda there. Just giving them a bit of impetus again after the wicket of Giselle Ishimwe.
That's a good shot there, driven straight to cover. There's a fielder behind the ball. That's Sonia. Call for a second run. But a good running between the wickets for these 2 batters, Uwase and Teres.
And of course, Rwanda having scored the biggest total, I believe 259 the other day, they will have confidence in their batting lineup, and it might actually be the difference between these 2 sides at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. If you get to score a 259 T20 match, then yeah, that actually shows your batting lineup is actually a good batting order. So yeah, looking at it again, this whole, I think the whole group of Rwanda ladies, I think they get to play more among themselves. Now they understand each other. Like you gotta actually see from the way they run in between the wickets, that actually shows you something. If it's a yes, it's a yes. If it's a no, then it's a no. That brings the end of the 13th over. The score is 73 for 1. And Rwanda needs only 43 runs off 42 balls with 9 wickets in hand. And the current run rate is 5.62, but the required rate is 6.14.
Yes, thank you for your stint there, Wycliffe. But now it's time for the big man, Innocent Ndaula, to join me here in the comm box. I must say these Rwanda batters have been very impressive, the way and their approach to how they're going about this, chasing this total. They haven't panicked, they haven't played rash shots. They've understood that rotating strike and hitting the bad ball for 4 is what will get them home.
Certainly, yes. The game is well poised. Rwanda are trusting that resources in hand will get them across the finish line. Tanzania are doing their bit by slowing it with their spinners. Neville was the mainstay in the middle today. She goes hard, but she finds the catch. Easy catch taken by Sonia Chachala Moya. She crumbles at the time when they need her to up the scoring ante because she had 24 odd of like 36 deliveries.
Yes, that sees the end of opener Uwase. Having Rwanda losing their second wicket. Another scalp there for Tanzania. And maybe we might see Rwanda's position now just questioned a little bit by the Tanzanians.
She's played very well, Marvel, Uwase, but it's a case of washing all your white linen and hanging it out in the dirt to dry on a loose wire, because the fall of that wicket leaves the match delicately poised. We have less than 7 overs remaining in the match. They still require 50 odd to win, but the seniors in the Rwandan side give them a chance to believe they will get home safe and dry, because Uwase departs and in is Belise Murakatete.
Oh, and it's 2 wickets in 2 as Belize falls first ball. Soft dismissal there for the young leg spinner. Manages to get a 4-stroke out of Belize and chipped to the mid-wicket fielder. Looks like we have an interesting game on all of a sudden.
I tell you, it's advantage Tanzania now. 2 in 2 senior stateswomen in this under-19 Rwandan side. They are elderly stateswomen because they play for the senior side. They fall in quick fashion. And Henrietta Ishimbi, who's been knocking on the doors of the senior women's team, has a chance to prove that she belongs to the crop of the finest lady cricketers in Rwanda. Her teammates send a message loud and clear. I do hear some of the Rwandese language. They ask her to keep playing down on the ground.
Yes, she walks into a hat-trick ball situation here. Kizito will be looking to make it 3 out of 3. And well defended. We've seen a couple of hat-trick balls in this tournament, but none of them so far coming through. We're still waiting for that first hat-trick.
And I tell you, it is the end of over number 14. 70 for 1 has become 74 for 3 because of what Kizito Sheila Shamte has done. 2 scalps in our over. The message is loud and clear from Rwanda's dugout. If I listen in again, the women's representative of Rwanda Cricket Association Board, Sonia Wimana, asking Henrietta Ishimwe to hog most of the strike.
This new bowler from the duck pond end here, Josephine Shirima. Henrietta is one of the seniors in these junior teams. Just probably having to hold fort now. Make sure she's there to face these pressure overs as things get tighter towards the end.
Henriette Ishimwe and Henriette Isimbi, the namesakes, out there in the middle to fight for their country.
Sure.
Power! But there is a boundary rider.
Yes, she'll do well here, Josephine Shirima. Not to drop that ball short. This is a crucial period in the match where Tanzania will be looking to take advantage of those 2 wickets they got in the last over and apply a bit more pressure on these new Rwanda batters at the crease.
Dot balls will do for Tanzania, who are keeping themselves alive in the match. That's hit in the gap, but they want to, they'll run to The arm is not as strong. It's the long boundary there. Ishimwe has been asked to hog most of the strike. She will try and do that.
Yes, things getting a bit interesting here as the required rate has now just popped its head above 7 per over. We've never seen it really get up there so far in this innings, with Tanzania taking a couple of wickets. Maybe we're having a tug of war for the balance of this match right now.
The game living up to its expectations. It's an East African derby.
Yeah, that brings the end of the 15th over with Rwanda on 79 for 3. We could hear some laughs, we could hear some giggles, we could hear the chat was up in the Rwanda dugout earlier. Now the chat's a little bit more serious. The coach's voice is a little bit deeper and not as comfortable as it was with 7.4 needed of the last 5 overs.
Assistant coach seated right in the front of the dugout. Looks like he wants to be going out there to bat. Mr. Bryson Bujingo. And then the head coach, Leonard Namboro, standing right at the back. Looks like one is batting 1 and another is batting 11. Interesting times in the Rwandan dugout. The liaisons, the local boys from Habarone too, chipping in with advice to the coaches. These lions get too attached to the teams.
Yes, these liaison officers have decided to pick their teams. Deserting, since our home team has exited the competition early, they've had to find alternatives.
Isimbi Henriette wanted to call for the second. The smaller but the elder stateswoman in the side, Ishimwe, says no. Please, my namesake Henriette, stay back.
Oh, well bowled here from Missy Ushanga. She'll do well to keep that control. Required run rate climbing all the time, putting pressure on these Rwanda batters.
That is a welcome runs. The chase is on. Will she stop it? No, she runs and finishes second in the chase to the boundary. Shirima Josephine, the chaser there as Isimbi gets a boundary.
Yes, Hamisi Ushanga just straying down the leg side, giving Isimbi the chance to put that one away in the vacant fine leg region. She'll do well to get back online and rebuild the pressure again.
More wides, more runs. Ushanga undoing the good that she did, all she has done in the over.
Yes, certainly. She just missed her line there on these couple of deliveries. And as we said, this is a crucial period of the game, and you need everybody on the mark. Lovely return there to her line and length. The teammates will be encouraging her, give us that one again, give us that one again.
Uganda watching this one closely. Uganda team leaving the comfort of their hotel to come and watch this one because they know they'll be playing one of these two sides tomorrow morning here at the same oval.
Yes, these are all interesting matchups going into the business end of this competition. Uganda, who have shown good skills, winning all their matches so far this week, will be looking keenly at this game, trying to figure out and plan for their opposition for tomorrow.
30 runs is what Rwanda need from 4 overs.
Yes, at a good rate of 7.5 per over. This is definitely the excitement that we were looking for when we woke up this morning and we knew that these two sides were going to play each other.
And never gets any better. It's a half day. It gives a chance Mr. Karabo Motlanka to go train and hit another 300 balls like you did hit yesterday in the nets as you prepare for the Africa Cup in South Africa early next week. I know you'll be flying out and in some more mileage in the havens.
Yes, certainly looking forward to that one. It's been quite a challenge with obviously the busy week here for us in Botswana cricket, but at the same time having to get ready for the competition that we then take on next week.
Your preparations have undone me. I haven't had enough to see around Gaborone because you're busy, man.
So well played there down the ground, straight to the long on fielder, takes her eyes off the ball and allows the Rwanda batters to come back for two. These are pressure times. We're seeing a bit more fumble, some jittery hands. This is when as a player you just want sometimes to just hide and let it be over.
You can hear the Rwandan screaming, Chane. Chinese, thank you very much. And that is even hit straighter. Oh, the stop is emphatic from the fielder right there at the boundary. Agnes Josephine. Well,
looks like there's some intent that's been shown now by the Rwanda batters. I think they realize that the required rate now is hovering there around the 7.5 range, and they wouldn't want it to get too much higher, leaving themselves with too much to do. Played into the leg side on the big boundary. Fielder waits for it, which then may allow the Rwanda batters to come back for the second, and they comfortably do in the end.
Big girl Isimbi running and putting her hat on her sleeves. She's wearing her hat on her sleeves. And she says, I'll die a little for my country. You can see she's running out of glucose, but she's still fighting out there.
Yes, these are times that your country demands of you.
Hit over the top, that's inside out. Sonia Chachala Amuya is beaten by the spin on the ball, the backspin. Big runs for Rwanda in this over because Sonia Chachala came running in very fast. She missed the bounce, the turn went the other way. Well, it's all happening here in Gaborone at the beautiful facility that is the Botswana Cricket Association over number 1.
Crunch time now in this match. We are seeing now the beauty of Rwanda having wickets in hand early on in their innings. It allows these middle order players to then play with a little bit of freedom, and you can see with this over they've decided to step up the gears.
Longer boundary again. They could have taken 2, but I think it's the over ending, and Ishimwe asks Isimbi to stay for 1.
Yes, end of the 17th over, 97 for 3. 19 required of 18 balls. They've managed to, through that over, to bring that scoring rate required from 7.5 to just over 6.
And there will be a change in the commentary to take you through to the back end of the innings. It will be Wycliffe Haley and Karabo and Florence Samanyika.
Yeah, it's going down here. BCA 1.
It's always interesting to commentate for the death overs.
When Rwanda only needs 19 runs of 18 balls.
It is definitely a close chase here for Rwanda. I wonder what the Tanzanians must be thinking at this point. The jitters and the gitters, the butterflies in the tummies from the pressure in the center there.
Definitely, I think they'll be looking at not considering some to bowl some whites, because as this tech now on the stack seems like that's a swing and a miss there. It's given out. Swing and a miss, and it's been given out.
A great tactic by Tanzania to bring in the pacers. Things are looking quite dreadful at the center there. I really wish to not be there as a player.
Yeah, definitely. Things are happening now. Only 19 runs required of 17 balls.
I'm sure that the subs are bringing in a message from the coach after a wicket is definitely gonna breed a little bit of fruits for Tanzania.
And the new batter is Divine Igihoso, taking a guard. The bowler is Kwele.
Agnes bringing a little bit of morale to her team with that wicket.
There's a bit of hesitation there from Joseph. We're looking forward to both those straight lines to Divine.
I mean, Rwanda does have a lot of wicket at hand, so even if they swing a lot, it might do them no harm. But the problem is the balls.
And that's a wide, bringing the score to 98. They can be affording to bowl wide balls in this situation. Definitely no room for ball extras.
Both teams know just how important it is to remain unbeaten in a series or in a tournament.
There's a swing and a miss. Missing the stumps with some inches. I think Divine should be looking forward to play those balls straighter. Well, those 2 feet are actually inside the 30-yard circle there. So once it passes, then it's going.
Dot balls are crucial at this moment. Very disadvantageous for a batter. A great save from the keeper, but manages to stand up and they miss a run-out chance. And Henriette Esimbi arrives gracefully to the crease to take her mark, hoping to hit as hard as she can.
Yeah, definitely she'll be looking forward to hit some power shots there. That's a good shot there. Chance for a single for the second one. What a good throw there. Yes. That was second run there. And that's bring the 100 up for Rwanda. Only 4 losses.
Tanzania has to be careful with these backups because now Rwanda is hungry to finish it off because it's neck and neck with 15 needed from 14 balls.
And that's a good shot there. Driven straight to the... And that's a 4 runs. Isimbi. That was the inside edge. Traveling down to the long off region to bring the target to 11 runs of just 18 balls.
You know, as a fielding team, the moment the runs required are less than the balls left, it's definitely stressful for them. So Agnes Kwele has to do something about that. A dot ball or wicket is crucial.
That's a swing and a miss. Trying to hit the ball straight back to the bowler. And that brings the end of the 18th over. And the score is 105 for only 4 wickets lost. And they have 6 wickets in hand.
You know, the middle overs were quite expensive for Tanzania. The spinners were bowling half trackers and the fielders were being beaten by the spin and having 3 or 4 similar balls going to the boundary is not a good thing for Tanzania at the moment. And Sonia comes back to at least get some dot balls and keep Rwanda under pressure.
That's Sonia Chachalamuya bowling from the dark blue end. Looking forward to restrict these remaining runs. Only 11 runs required the victory of Rwanda.
The most interesting game in all of under-19 qualifiers here in Botswana. I have to say, the top two of this group battling it out is very interesting to watch. And she misses a direct hit and fumble there by jersey number 96. The captain herself costing Tanzania another single with 9 runs required of 11 balls. It is anybody's game, but it looks like Rwanda has an advantage here. 1 dot ball might not be a problem for them anymore.
Yeah, I think at this point the fielders actually have to keep the ball, not to try to get those extra rounds there. That's a good ball there from Sonia. Restricting the Divine. Played through straight. Back to her.
A boundary at this moment is going to be deadly for Tanzania.
That's a good shot there.
Will they squeeze 2 in? They hesitate, and only a single from that ball. You can see just how Henriette Isimbi is disappointed with her partner. She really wanted her to come back for that one. That way the pressure goes onto the fielding team.
Yeah, definitely. She wanted to take the second run here. But it looks like Isimbi, she was a bit of a hesitation there. But at this point, again, they can't afford to lose a wicket again. They need to finish this game now. That's a good shot there. Playing to the leg side region. The fielder behind the ball and throw the ball back to bowler. What a good shot there from Isimbi. 7 runs required of 8 balls.
It's becoming tighter and tighter by the minute for both of the teams. Really trying to run very hard at the center there. The Rwandans are looking to take 2s from every ball that they get.
That's a good shot there, driven straight to mid-off. The captain is behind the ball. Managed to get 1 run with a ball to spare to an over. The target keeps on going down. 6 runs.
I have to say, I really look forward to a super over. And she does it. Sonia Muya managing to take away Henriette Isimbi at the crucial moment. A new batter at the crease is definitely a bad thing for Rwanda, because she's new, she's not used to what is happening at the center there. So Tanzania could take this opportunity to maximize a wicket or a dot ball would definitely help them at this point. With only 6 runs from 6 balls, it's definitely giving me the shivers.
And the new batter walking in for Rwanda is Giovannis Uwase.
She did really quite well with the ball. The dismissals. I think she has 2 wickets in hand. It's going to be a tough game for anybody here.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, if I was the keeper there, I definitely feel the heartbeat of the batter there, Divine.
Last 6 balls of the game, and they only need a runnable of the 6 balls. And the bowler is Agnes Joseph Kwele, bowling the last over.
A slow ball
Swing
as
and a
a
miss.
counter-mac. It's definitely the most frustrating thing for a batter. She was ready to swing and finish this game, but Kwele deciding to slow things down for her. It's definitely so interesting. I can't even keep still as a commentator.
That's a 1 run there. Straight to fine leg.
Kole has to be careful with that line. She has a tendency of bringing it on the leg side, and if she does bring it short, that could deem dangerous for them.
And we have 4 runs to super over. Chance for a run out there. They could have managed. The batter's supposed to wake up there and take that second run.
It is so tight. Now, 3 balls remaining to finish the over, with Rwanda needing 4 to win. It is anybody's game at this point. You can see just how struggling Rwanda is right now. You can see the coaches and the players encouraging the ones at the center there to try and push it as much as they could. Another dot ball at this time is very crucial. Now Rwanda having 2 deliveries left with 4 runs needed to win. A boundary could finish this off, but it is up to the batter to see if she can do something about that.
They need to run 2 there. They need to take those 2s. Definitely they have to take those 2s. Definitely there's a chance of a run out there. Oh, she managed to get the second run there. You only need 2 runs of 1 ball and 1 ball to super over.
The pressure is on for both the teams. Everybody is walking onto the field to see who is going to take it. Who wants it more will definitely take it, but the pressure is really, really on for Rwanda and Tanzania here. I cannot believe my eyes. The most interesting game by far in this tournament, with a 50-50 chance for either of the teams to take it. 1 ball left, 1 run to super over, 2 needed to win. It is anybody's game. A dot ball could finish this off for Tanzania. Will they get it? And they finally do. They finish the game off with a wicket, and that gives the Tanzania a win as they remain undefeated here. They win by 1 run. It is a long walk to the stands for Rwanda. You can see the pain in the eyes of the batsman walking off. She really wanted to hit that one hard and end it with a note. Tanzania is really happy with what they have. The most interesting game, I have to say. I am quite intrigued by the level of technique here for the under-19 girls. It is very hard for Rwanda to take the results of this match. And finally, Tanzania takes it home to secure a spot as the one that emerges the best in the group. So far, we do have the best performances from Rwanda, even though they lost. Giselle, the captain, getting 33 runs from 39 balls, followed by Henriette Teresa with 27 from 22. It is very painful for Rwanda. They came by far and they lost by a needle and a thread. It's not the most that they can do, but they can take it. They are going to the semi-finals regardless of the loss, so they can redeem themselves there. Tomorrow is going to be another East African derby here. We'll have Uganda, the one that emerged, the number 1 from the group, facing the number 2 Rwanda here, and it's going to be another interesting match for all of you to watch here. it is wrapped from today. It was a half day and this marks the end of it. I am going to have my lunch. I hope you enjoy yours. Thank you and have a blessed day.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation. This is match day number 5 of the ICC Under-19 Women's 2020 World Cup Africa Qualifier. It's been a very beautiful game of cricket. The East African Derby has lived up to its expectation. Tanzania up against Rwanda. Many people believe they will see the two of you back in the final. We wish you well in your semi-finals. It was a game of two halves. Tanzania batting first and getting 115, and then Rwanda batting second, falling 1 run short. They never get more painful than that, finishing on 114 for 5. Of course, Tanzania will think they were helped by the 27 extras that Rwanda gave them, because Tanzania only gave 10 extras to Rwanda. First things first, Gijel Ishimwe, please come for a quick one. Speak a little louder and look in the camera. We enjoy it. Well played, Gijel. What do you think about the game? Tell us about how Rwanda went about business today.
Today we play very good cricket with Tanzania. You guys play very good cricket. Yeah.
And then tell us, what do you think went wrong for you to lose your first game in this tournament?
We bowled many wides.
Then tell us, it's a short time from now till tomorrow when you play against Uganda in the semi-finals. What do you look to improve, and what should we expect from you as Rwanda, who are favorites here?
We are going to collect our mistakes. Yeah.
And then say something about Tanzania. What did you learn from them as a unit going into that match tomorrow?
Tanzania, we played very good cricket. Let's continue.
Well played to you. The captain, Tanzania, please come forward.
I'll speak Swahili.
Swahili? Okay, cool. I can understand Swahili, so I'll interpret for you. Tell us about the game. Umecheza mzuri leo.
Kwa mechi ya leo nimefurahi sana. Kwa timu ya Rwanda imetupa challenge. Asanteni kwa hilo.
She says, I'm happy Rwanda, the two East African nations can hear both languages. She says Rwanda gave them a very good challenge, and they salute Rwanda for a very good show. Tell us, tomorrow Namibia is coming for you. Are you ready for the Southern Africans?
Kwa mechi ya kesho tutajiandaa vizuri zaidi ya leo tulipocheza, na tutajitahidi kuingia katika finali.
She says she hopes to see Rwanda again in the final. They are ready for the challenges that they will be thrown at them by Namibia. Thank you very much, Captain. Enjoy your rest, Jennifer, and we'll see you in the final. The player of the match. Very interesting take from the 3 umpires. The reserve umpire, the celebrated Lanton Rusere from Zimbabwe, Patrick Makumbi Musoke from Uganda, Sanjay Bagava from Uganda, and the match referee from Zimbabwe, Mr. Owen Chirombe, chose 3 players. Unfortunately, only one can take it. In no particular order, one of the contestants for the match award was 40 runs from Saumu Deo Hussein. Wait. Saumu Deo, well played. She is 3rd in the pecking order. The second runner-up for the match award was Gijel Ishimwe for her 33. But the player of the match is a person who bowled 4 overs for 23 runs and picked 2 wickets, and she scored 12 runs of 17 balls. Agnes Joseph Kwele. A moment. Pause for the photographer.
Kinga kipande.
Quickly, Agnes. Tuambie, umecheza mzuri leo. What inspired you?
Inspired?
Yes, what helped you? In Swahili, you can say Swahili, I can understand. Speak in the camera, please. Don't be shy, don't lick the trophy. Tengeneza kwa kamera. Angalia kwa kamera.
Rudia kwa Kiswahili.
Ongea Kiswahili.
Nitaendelea hivyo hivyo mpaka final.
She says they want to continue going on very well until the final. Don't run away, Josephine. Yeah. Tell us how was Rwanda for you in this game?
It was very challenging.
Yeah. Speak.
Rwanda wamecheza vizuri, wametupa challenge. Makosa yetu tutarekebisha.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your match award. She says Rwanda gave them a challenge. And she looks forward to another big show in the semi-final because they want to play in the final. That is it from the match presentation. Enjoy your afternoons. We'll see you tomorrow for the business end of the tournament.
Kiga kigumu wewe. Kitoke vizuri basi.